Yeah, well, first of all, I mean, last night's game was, I mean, just a great college basketball game. I mean, I thought St. Martin's did a great job. They prepared for us very well. They're a really tough matchup for us. I mean, because they're so fast and they like to push the pace and they're so aggressive to the basket. But then I thought in the second half we settled down, ran what we needed to run, and I mean, Keisha and Olivia were just awesome controlling the game, and then I thought Kai and Erin and Tamika just made huge plays, and Georgia made just a big three that really put us over the top. So it was a great game. We're so excited, to go up to Bellingham for our first time and go to the GNAC tournament, and we'll see where that goes. Whew. As far as these seniors go, it's just such a special group. In the Bible it says, upon this rock I will build my church, and really, upon these kids we'll build this program. And I'm speaking first of, Keisha and Erin, and I'll put them, a little together because they were the two players to sign first when I got the job, and they were the first two to believe in kind of the mission that myself and Coach Stringer and Coach Robinson had placed before them on their visit, and really they are the foundation of everything that Concordia women's basketball will stand for, as long as I'm coaching. Keisha's probably the hardest working player I've ever coached, men, women. She always comes prepared. She's always ready. She loves the game. She makes everyone around her better, which is just a trait that, so few people possess. And it's just going to propel her in her life, and she's just going to be so successful. I laugh when I tell the story about her because she didn't play in the summer. I mean, her parents made her work, and she played in one tournament. And I watched her play for 5 minutes, and I was running around the gym like a chicken with my head cut off trying to find her mom, because at that time we were NAIA and there were no rules about me talking to parents, and I really just wanted to find Keisha's mom so I could offer her a scholarship because the kid was truly amazing. The best defensive player, and she probably will always be the best defensive player. And teams going forward will get so mad at me because I'll just keep saying it. Why can't we do it like Keisha did? And that's just a standard that probably might not ever be reached. So she means so much. She just drives the bus. You can count on her every day. And I'm just going to miss coaching her. Erin Higbie, next person to commit. Erin, I think she's the human floor burn. She hustles and gets every loose ball and does every little thing that you have to be a successful team. Every big rebound, every big tip, guarding players that are a lot taller than her sometimes, a lot shorter and faster than her sometimes, and she's never backed down from a challenge. I know the first 2 years, I think everybody thought I hated her because I just kept yelling at her all the time. And I still tell her, I yelled at her because I know how good she could be. And she's really stepped it up and just, again, been kind of the second rock, to the foundation, and just going to miss her everyday personality and what she brings to the table. And it's going to be really exciting to see what she does with her life and where she goes. And then it was a year later that Georgia transferred from Columbia, and I was really excited. I watched Georgia play a lot in high school because when I was at UP, we were recruiting her a little bit, and I just thought, she could be a really good college basketball player. So when she transferred, I was just really excited. And I told her, I'm recruiting you, I don't know what it's going to look like. Division II is a lot different than Division I. You might be more of a Division I player with your skill set being 6 foot and a guard. And Division II, there's just so many, small, fast players. And so I told her, I want you on this team. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know if you're going to be our leading scorer and start every game, or if you're not going to get to play that much. But what you offer and who you are, we need that on this team. And she's been amazing. She's gone through so much since she's been here, and I, the other thing, it's always said that God only gives you as much as you can handle. Well, that kid has handled a lot, and just been amazing as how she handled it. So she's going to be a tough one to replace, just because, again, she comes every day to work, every day at practice, and it means so much for her to be a teammate, and she's just done a great job in any role that we've asked her to play. And so my hat's off to her, because sometimes it's hard when you come in and you don't really have a natural position, and you have to just fight and claw for every single thing you get. And she's done it with just so much pride and admiration. So gonna really miss her, And then a year later, Rebecca Taylor, came, and the funny thing is that when I got the job, the first player I actually talked to was Rebecca Taylor when she was a senior in high school in London. And I got an email from a friend saying there's a really good post player, and I know you like big post players. And so I called Becky right away, and we just had a great chat, and I really thought this was going to be a viable option. And then she was telling me kind of about her situation with her boyfriend being such a good player, and looking at some Division I schools in Texas and the Midwest, and then he had to go to junior college, so she was gonna go to junior college as well. And then when she got to junior college, she tore her Achilles, which is, to me, I think the hardest injury to come back from. But then I was really excited when I got a phone call from her, and she said she was really interested in Concordia, and her boyfriend was looking at playing at the University of Portland. And I said, well, let's do it. I would love to have you on this team. I know your personality and who you are and what you stand for will be a huge part of what we do and how we do it here. And again, a little bit like Georgia, I didn't know if Becky was going to play 1 minute or if she was going to start, but I knew someone of her makeup and her personality and what she stands for needed to be a Concordia Cavalier. So she decides to come, and it's just been great. I mean, her personality just shows through in every single thing she does. She's such a hard worker. She comes to practice every day. She's a great teammate, and I just can't thank her enough, for coming and blessing us with what she is and who she is here at Concordia. And I'm just going to miss her being around. These 4 players have just been amazing, and I keep saying that anything we do going forward, they will be the reason that we did it. And so I thank them, from the bottom of my heart, and just can't wait to see what the last game and the playoffs have in store for them. And they're going to have great lives, and there's going to be awesome people. So thank you, you 4. Really looking forward to it, and really sad that I don't get to coach you.